If there's proto-affect, which means unformulated feelings, right, emotions that have never been turned into thoughts and have never been understood, it's probably by a very primitive, or let's say infantile, part of your consciousness that got repressed and squashed in childhood, that has never been heard, never been attended to, never been loved properly. So your job is to contain it with awareness, make it feel safe, and say, I'm willing to listen. What do you need from me? And then let it speak to you. And feel, without evaluating or condemning or judging either it or anyone else, to be able to receive the message that it has never been able to deliver. And offer it words if it doesn't have any. But be able to feel and palpate how it responds to your containment and your attention and your love. And once there is a sync, that whatever it's thinking and you're decoding meets a resonance, then it will now be free of needing to hold on to that sense of a message that nobody wanted to hear. And once it is free, all of that energy will just move into the pure space of awareness and be free from its old ego identity that now it can let go of. And you'll be much more empowered. If you're being drawn in, you should go deeper into it. I don't think you're deep enough into the thought. If you're being pulled into some thought, let's say it's a dream image or some kind of an image that is a scenario about yourself, if you will take it as a dream and be able to interpret the dream and see it as having information about yourself, don't take it superficially. You have to take it at a very deep level of pure information and decode it. It will teach you something that you have never known before about yourself and free you from it. And then you won't need the thought anymore. But you have to get all the juice out of it. And you have to see it at a very deep level, not as referring to anything about other people or about something you should do at the level of consciousness and experience, but something that has to do with your soul and its growth. And once you get that, then it will explode with new power and a new meaningfulness in your life. Yeah, that's the fire of yoga. It burns away all the karma. Let that liquid gold flow. That's exactly what you want. That's the alchemy. And it'll burn away the ego completely. This is, the Kundalini is rising and it's meeting the Shakti pot. And it's producing this distillation of your psychic energy into the pure gold of spirit. So it's a beautiful thing. Encourage it. Don't be afraid of it.
But it was painful, though.
It's painful to the ego mind, which is its original desires and fears that are embedded in its frame of reference are dissolving. And that's the pain of a sense of a loss, of something that was, to the ego, of extreme importance that can never be there again. But something else is replacing it, of even greater majesty and beauty and power, which is this energy itself. So it is the transfiguration experience and the transmutation experience happening in your body. And it requires the grief, the death, and the rebirth that will happen if you let this continue.
So I have a question, because my first reaction was to cut it off,
Yeah.
because it was so painful and strong and burning, and it brought up actually extreme fear.
Sure, of course. It's depersonalization. Yes, your ego is going to lose everything. But in that loss of everything that the ego wanted or felt was real, the true real of spirit is being given to you. And so it's an exchange that if you can observe from awareness the fear and the pain and the burning, you will be able to decode it and you'll realize that what is burning away is something that you didn't really want anymore anyway. You've outgrown it, and now you're being free into that pure spirit that is bodiless and formless and eternal. So it's an important stage of the process.
So my last question is, I feel the emanation is now taking over, like I don't have control. I
You
could
don't.
still stop it, but
Don't
I'm
though.
trying to contain it.
Yeah,
and
surrender.
Let it come out, or
Yeah.
let it happen, or be. I don't know if that's the being.
Yes,
Is this emanation of this energy.
yes.
But I am in a struggle, I feel,
Yeah.
of trying to hold it and not, and just let it be.
Yeah, this is the Agni, and it's reaching a very intense level for you. And I would recommend more meditation. Sit for longer and let the fire continue until it's burned away everything relating to the personal level of the ego. And the soul and the spirit in their pure form will emerge. But you'll have to detach and be the witness to the pain and not identify with it.